Glad to have you with us from Springfield, Missouri, Plaster Stadium, home to the Missouri State Bears. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Missouri State Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Bears will put total weather to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tuggle. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will go on the attack first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was singing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ross. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
And the Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll run the sneak for it.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Makes the grab. It's McCoby. Turning it on. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Jackson.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's McCoby. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. The ricochet off the left upright and through. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
The Bears offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Sends it back in motion. Clark wants to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bears! Ready to try the point after. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. To the air on second down. Caught close to the marker, it's Ross. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Plucks it out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch on the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Going to look downfield again. Bringing the heat. Going for it all. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the end zone.
Oh my God, bro, you got to
Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now at the end of the first.
There he goes. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Clark to fire. He lets one fly deep. Snatches it on the right. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Bears want to pick up the tempo. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Gets it into the end end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. No surprise. Looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope.
The Boilermakers will line up to kick off and start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Bear offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
To the ground with the back. Creates a little space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
The offense changing the play. Clark wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick release by the QB. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri State. They take the lead with the 6. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Across the 35. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Boilermakers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you, running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Snagged in the middle, it's Jackson. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle.
Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring margin. Now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. He might want another play. Clark to fire. Makes the grab. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. The Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. He has the first and still on his feet. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. Might as well give it to him again.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. zings it complete to the right. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Clark wants to throw. It's complete to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Knocking on the door, offense now in the red zone.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quick release on the RPO. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Under 60 seconds to go, and we are all tied up.
And this kicker has ice water in his veins. 4th quarter, you need to make the field goal to tie it up, and that kid just drilled it.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. And the Boilermakers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Not much doing there. Just picked up a couple before going out of bounds to stop the clock.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He's out of bounds, well short of the marker. It'll bring up 4th down and desperation time. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Making side adjustments here. Clark to fire. Throws to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this will be for the win. Kick is good. Flag delivers the winner. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about, what could I have done differently? What do I